Hello and welcome back everyone, Tone here with today's Slice and Dice. Wow, I actually phrase that almost like I do for a Dominion Daily, because this has become a daily thing for me for the past week or so. I'm having a blast with it. But yeah, that was unintentional. But yeah, we are continuing our Slice and Dice playthrough here. We just kicked up the difficulty to Unfair. I believe the first time on this channel, definitely the first time of this patch. So seeing what these new curses have to offer, all that good stuff. Speaking of curses, we brought up at the beginning of the last stream when we rolled our character and chose our curses about like the re-rolling and like start scumming and stuff like that. And I was informed that if you are trying to compete for the leaderboards, which we can probably see here. You're trying to compete for a streak on the leaderboards here. You're only allowed to reroll once on the available curses, which is pretty interesting. I like that. Little risk-reward decision at the very start of the run on whether you want to roll for some easier curses or stick with the ones you got. That's pretty cool. But yeah, let's get back into our game here. We just fought a fight that has a barrel in it, which damages the other enemies, which is supposed to make it easier, but with our combination of curses, made it actually extremely difficult. We have the right blank curse. All of our heroes have a X on their right side. We have the Shimmering Monsters curse. Each monster has for their third to last health pip. It can only be removed by spell damage. And we have Barricade. The most damaged enemies go to the back lines, which makes it hard for us to burst down anything, basically. That's what we were playing around. And we are on floor 6, so let's get right into this run. By the way, if you guys want to support this channel and my other related projects, you can do so over at patreon.com/Tonehack. Feel free to check that out. And it looks like we are up against goblins. I gotta remind myself what they do. They flee if they are alone. So we want to leave one of those for last, generally. Also hard to do with the shimmering and backline. Tough combo. And they do a bit of damage here. And we have a Slimer. They split into more slimes. Got it. And we get to upgrade a hero. Let's actually look at our party first. And it's letting us upgrade our yellow and our blue here. So we have the Monk. The new and I believe nerfed Monk? I think they used to have 2 cleanse sides. No, they had 1 cleanse side, I think. I don't remember what they had different. I don't think they had repel. I think they had just regular shields here or something. We have the Enchanter. Those are only upgrades here so far. Check out the Enchanter and the Cultist for the first time on this this run here. Let's see what our options are. The Whirl. The Whirl is actually pretty intriguing, because they can attack backline enemies with their cleave and their damage to all enemies. What items do we have? Anchor, which gives us turn 1 shield, and Garnet gives us +1 incoming healing. We have a flanking heal spell and a spell that damages the top enemy. It hurts our ally and only costs 1. I don't think doing 1 damage of like splash from the whirl to backline enemies that are pushed back due to our barricade curse is going to make or break that much. Because they get pushed back right away, so that only really helps us if they're down to 1 health. But one thing about the whirl is I much prefer like burst damage. I'm not super fond of the whirl normally, even though AoE is important in a lot of fights. I like the burst damage more usually, but this guy gets more value with that barricade curse because we can't really burst enemies down easily with it. The distributing the damage around is better. And actually, if they hit everyone, then everyone gets the same amount of damage and gets pushed back line, which can be helpful as well. Because like, if we did that here, we'd be able to burst through their refract or shimmering pip there with a spell before they actually got pushed to the back line. That lets them pick us off with a range attack from the thief and such. There's some options there. The fiend looks new. Let's see what this guy does. What is this spell? Burn. 1 damage to all heroes and monsters. Cooldown can only be cast once each turn. There's another AoE. And another guy that hurts our allies. This guy actually seems like the direct upgrade to the cultist. At least working in the same same style here. They have a cantrip. I wonder what is normally on their right side. Cantrip gets a little worse when we have an X here, because that rerolling more gets risky. These guys are very similar. Very, very similar. With a whirl and a burn, we can actually do 2 damage to like AoE. We obviously can't get both of them. I'm not sure what we want here. Can we take a peek at the almanac? I don't think I have enough heroes seen to know what our options are going to be here. But what spells help with our... We've already seen you, that's what this purple pip here means. So we're not going to see them again. Caldera Whirl would be really good with our combo. Because this does damage to all damaged enemies. Actually, I've seen most of the yellows here. I'm leaning towards the whirl. I think our cultist is doing alright here with these pain sides, being able to generate mana. I think we'll generate more mana with the cultist than with the fiend for now. The fiend's actually quite low health. And we've gotten some value out of this cut spell, which I think I'm going to try and keep taking advantage of. So let's just run with the whirl for now. And I think we're going to keep these on the cultists, because they're probably going to need the most help healing-wise, because they constantly damage themselves. Okay, so that's 3 mana. I think we'll take that. It's always a question about whether... Oh, you know what? I can kill this goblin with strike, cut, AoE right now. That saves the thief. I wanted to kill the top goblin first so the bottom goblin can flee. Cut only attacks the topmost enemy, which doesn't care if they're a backline. I think I just take these rolls. You reroll, of course, and I think we reroll with the monk. We'll take that. This saves 1 health on our cultist. Do I take that or do we reroll? I think we just reroll. We got boost, which I like. That boost is actually awesome with the world too. That's a good synergy. This gives them +1 pip to their AoE sides. So yeah, I think we kill this top goblin. The other option is, am I able to split the slime before we whirl AoE, do a boosted whirl AoE? And also killed the goblin. I mean, I could cut twice and do that. Or something. Doesn't seem like a good thing to aim for. We'll worry about that next turn. So... I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna cut the goblin. Yeah, I think we'll boost the whirl here. Slimers seem pretty annoying. Can be pretty annoying with this barricade too. But we don't see the slime queen this round. And who do you want to block, bud? Block the cultists, they need their health. I think we just kill the goblin this turn, which we can do already with a burst and this. So they're going to be here a while we try to pick off the slimes that this guy splits into, and they're going to be pretty annoying. So I'm going to take this again, so I can strike the goblin. Do we want you to heal this turn? I'd rather you get mana again. You can take that. I'll reroll all of these. That's not a bad side. Especially because I could boost it, block someone for 2, and do 2 damage to someone here. Which I'll do to the Slimer because the goblin's gonna die anyways. Or I could boost the whirl again after splitting the Slimer. Which is gonna be better. We'll take the boost. I really need this guy to block the cultist. If I just take this so I can do that easily. Cultists can also heal themselves if I block them. Okay, I think we just take that. Because risking rolling this X is pretty bad here. I think that ruins our whole plan. I'm just gonna keep it. I think we burst the goblin first. Interesting how we can stagger like that. Oh, did I ruin this? I did. That's split. Being able to hit this guy with a boosted cleave would kill the Slimelet, but now I actually have to kill the Slimelet first, which is a little annoying. You know, this guy needs to get hit by a spell to actually take any damage at this point. We want to play this differently? Hang on. I think we'll split this guy first. But using the cleave. We can kill the slime with this if we want to. I'll actually boost this just to save someone some health. No, this has to get on used on the cultists or they die. I guess we do this. Oh yeah, that kills them anyways. I didn't even consider that because I didn't even need that to kill them. That actually makes this a little easier because I can do this. Wait. Let's play it like this. We'll use cut. Yeah, I think this is lethal. No, not quite because they split again. Hey, yeah, it is. I have mana. Cool. Good fight. These curses make these decisions really interesting, even if they are really annoying and difficult. I'm enjoying the experience, though. Wow, glad to have the world for this fight, for sure. I wonder if 2.0 makes AoE a little better in general. I think it was like slightly weak before, even though it was really clutch in a lot of fights. I could be wrong about that as well. Let's see what item we have here. The Clumsy Hammer. Replace the top side with 4 damage, heavy, and eliminate. Heavy means the target must have the topmost HP, and eliminate means the target must have the least HP. So they basically have to have the same amount of health as everything left. Eliminate would be really good with our barricade. Wait, no, that doesn't let you attack the back lines. Okay, I don't like that. I mean, it's good against like bosses, I guess, and stuff like that. It's clumsy, it's in the name, it's a tier 3, it's not amazing. Droopy Hat, +2 max hit points and +2 max stored mana. I think I'll take that. Don't really feel the random tier 2s. This feels pretty nice. I'm gonna go ahead and I want to throw everything on the cultist. I gotta keep this dude alive. I might do this. Kind of like them having more max hit points than +1 healing. I don't think they've been getting a ton of value out of the +1 healing. I'll put this Garnet on the monk because they try to absorb damage a lot. Let's hop into this fight. Okay, let me get some clutch whirl action here. Well, that ain't it. What are the quartzes doing? They're both attacking my cultists with weaken. Jesus. I'm not doing anything next turn, huh? I'll take that for now. I'll take that. Oh, there it is. 1 damage to all enemies. Very clutch. This is pretty good again for the cultists right now. It'll pop both quartzes for 1 damage. You have 3 illusions attacking you and petrifying you? That is funny, Mr. Thief. I'll take these. Why not? Wait. These guys shatter if I remove this. Was there a way for me to play this a little differently to get that shatter done? There we go. Save this mana for now. This is an easy shatter if I get 1 damage then burst. And it's usually a fault, but the world, or the world is very good at doing 1 damage. Which I will gladly take this time. Let's see how this works. If all else fails, I have you, I guess. Oh, there it is. Nice clean fight. The Whirl totally clutched that. Here's the Slime Queen. A really nasty fight for us. She splits into Slimers, which splits into Slimes. Usually I like to burst down the bigger ones before having to attack the little ones, to some extent. But we cannot do that with Barricade. Another fight where the Whirl is pretty good though. The shimmering thing where I have to hit them... Well, it's a good thing the slimes don't have 3 hit points anymore, or like the smallest slimes. Because if I had to cast spells on all of them with the shimmering thing, that would be quite annoying. But shimmering makes all the things that split off of her kind of annoying too. Let's see what we get to level up here though. We have the Trapper. Okay, so the Trapper... Okay, the Trapper is really good here. What does the Sparky do now? Kill an enemy with exactly 4 hit points, ranged, so we can target enemies in the back lines. These are both really good for us, actually, with our Barricade thing. The Trapper has a ranged attack that kills an enemies with 4 or less hit points, which is only on one of their sides. This guy has the Zap spell, which kills an enemy with exactly 4 hit points, but no less. So we have to try and get them to 4, and that can kill back lines. So both of these have the ability to have ranged attacks, which are really good. This guy doesn't generate as much mana as the Cultist. This guy has a single-use sides that do damage equal to the amount of mana we have, which is interesting because we can actually store up to 5 mana now, which makes that potential for some really big hits if we want to save our mana. The Trapper is vulnerable, which is new. We saw this last time, and I really like it. Target takes +1 damage from dice and spells this turn. The Girth side's a little weird and not great, I think. Shield. I'm leaning towards the Trapper. What do our other tier 2 oranges look like that we know about? The Ninja looks cool as heck. I want to try them. I would take this, but I'm not sure how often I'll be able to get an enemy to exactly 4 hit points with the Barricade thing. The Whirl, it should be more possible. But for now, do I like the higher mana regeneration of the Cultist? Along with the flexibility of Cut? I am wondering if just doing tons of damage to my own party with the Cultist is getting bad for this team. Like, actually, this guy's gonna have trouble in this fight because it has a lot of flanking attacks. Like, this one-shots the Cultist if I didn't have this hat on. Alright, I'm taking the Sparky here, actually. Let's see how this goes. No, this guy generates way too little mana. Did this guy get worse? What's going on here? How do I even generate 3 mana to cast Zap? Like, I literally can't even cast it every turn. Unless I rolled this. Okay. No, I don't like the Sparky, actually. Let's go with the Trapper here. Talk myself out of that real fast. Alright, we'll take that. 3 damage, sure. Reroll these. Two mana. I wonder if I want to split this turn or not. I can just do 3 damage to this guy. Because if I split, then we get attacked by the slimelets next, or the slimers next turn. What are they called? Slimers and slimelets. So we'll get attacked by the slimer next turn. If I do that, or we can play defensively here. Store up a little bit of mana. We're free, because I have 2 shield. We can grow this shield side. So we're blocking for 5 and taking 9 damage right now, doing some damage. I think I will delay splitting till next turn. And this will hopefully give us some block as well. So I'm gonna just take these. And that does. Okay, so this is really good. So we do something like this. Okay, that was an incredible first turn, actually. We did 3 damage to the Slimer. We're only taking 1 damage onto a character that gets plus heal from the Garnet. And the Cultist are regenerating 2 mana as well, and we grew this. Yeah, that was as good of a first turn as I could hope for, actually. Okay. We're splitting this turn, so I think we wouldn't mind having some AoE from the Whirl. So I take this. Yeah, I'll take that to block with the Cultist and just take their 3 mana right here. This is pretty good defense. Okay, so once she splits, she's gonna get barricaded by whatever the Slimer that comes off of her. So how offensive and how defensive do we want to be here? This guy's hopefully gonna roll a Protect, Self Shield, so that makes this cleave a bit worse, because then it's only protecting, shielding 2 people by 1. I'm gonna reroll that. There's that. This almost makes me want to reroll for a boost. No, we're gonna keep that just to keep the cultists blocked here. Free shield. Okay, we're gonna have a... Okay, I was just talking trash on this side, and the trapper's like, hold up, let me show you how good this can be. And yeah, it's pretty good when you, you spend the first 2 turns growing it when you're not under that much of a threat from the enemy yet. It's kind of uniquely good in this battle. This is the kind of battle where you can stall before you start splitting and build up regen or even defensive growth sides like this, and probably do that indefinitely if you really wanted to. Or nearly so. Okay, so how do we want to play this then? Our only damage is from the Whirl? I almost feel like turtling up again. Is that weird? Just to save up 5 mana here and then go to town next turn? We'd end up taking another 3 damage this turn. don't think the Garnet is worth letting the monk take as much damage right now. Maybe it is. You know what's interesting with the Enchanter that I just realized? Even though she has a lot of health, there aren't a lot of good ways to heal her. Because her healing sides all pretty much work on other people, so keeping her topped off, and especially in longer fights, is going to be important. You can't play wings on herself. Tempted to burst, defend the monk here. I guess I can just save that for later, though. I don't think I'm going to play this. I don't think doing 1 damage to the Slime Queen is worth taking damage from an extra Slimer next turn. Feels weird, but I think that's the best move. Okay. That's why the whirl is kind of rough, because if I could even do 2 or 3 damage, I think I would have last turn. So we like this side for blocking for the cultist. That doesn't work on the monk when he plays this side, though. I would love to get a self-heal on here for the monk now. Or boost. I think I'm re-rolling this. This is pretty good for the Trapper for now. They're not going to be able to get to use this, and this will not do too much. Actually, this will amount to 3 extra damage on the Slime Queen this turn, probably, because I think I'm going to split her with a spell, play the Whirl, and then this does damage on its own. I'll re-roll that and see what pops up. I don't know. I'm kind of good with all of these except for the 2 things here. So we have 4 and 6 in 2 rolls. That's fine with me. Monk, I don't think wants this. Also, we could boost it, which we might be able to. So I think I'm re-rolling all of these. That was lackluster. So let's just take that. Re-rolling all of these again. I was afraid of rolling an X on the monk there. Oh, if I attack you once with this, you already split. Which is a little awkward. Monk is taking a beating here, which I don't like. Hitting that X, pretty bad. We have to split now, though. We can't keep stalling, right? We're not benefiting that much from the stalling. We're just slowly losing health. I wonder if the splits go up or down. I think I might cut the cultist. We can play wings on the cultist and the trapper next turn. We could definitely do that. I'm wondering if I want to play this before playing cut. Let's just see, we can always undo it. They split on the bottom. Yeah, that works pretty well, actually. Oh, we're going to split the Slime Queen now, again, though. I don't think we want to do that. Way too early for that, right? I think we actually burst you. Oh, I forgot this is 1 damage. I think I'm okay with the Slimelet being out here. I burst this guy again while... I think I should. Because they were still vulnerable. And now Whirl can kill them. And the Slimelet should go down easy enough next turn. Things just got a lot scarier. But I think I overall like the position we're in, because these 3 should die very quickly. And then we're back down to a Slime Queen again. Okay. Looks like we can heal the monk decently this turn. We'll self-block here 3, and then we'll heal for 4 if I play this on them, which I think is what we want to do. Don't think we want this vulnerable. I don't think I want to split the Slime Queen this turn. Actually, we can kill her this turn with cut. I do vulnerable and this. This 5 damage. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we play cut. Okay. That does assume that I kill all 3 of these, which the Whirl would have to do. Which means I don't get to do that. Or I can burst. I have 4 here. Burst, burst, burst. That gives me enough health left to cut. And then we just have to deal with a Slimer next turn. Would be all that's left. Better than dealing with a Slime Queen next turn, right? So... yeah. And then we take no damage from anything if I do that, because everything dies. This turn. So what's the order for that? Burst, burst, burst. Because you have... wait, you're only down 6. You're both down 6, okay. So you'll both be available after that. So you have burst, 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 vulnerable, whirl. I can actually burst you again. I don't think I'll have the mana for that, but I can cut you. And then we heal the monk, and they don't take any damage. Okay, yeah, this is perfect. And actually, the monk can block the cultist. I don't think that actually works on this dice, but we'll try it. Okay, yeah, let's do that. Give me that. Yeah, that still hurts them, which is fine. Good thing we didn't take that that curse that adds +1 mana cost to our spells every time. Whoops. Did I hit this guy? No, I did that right. Oh, if this guy spawned on top, that would have been a problem. But guess what? He didn't. I don't know what the logic is for that. For where they split to. I need to... I might ask about that, because I assume it's deterministic. Otherwise, you always want to split and then undo just to see where it's going to split to. Okay, who do I want to cut on our team? Trapper, probably. I'm gonna be able to heal these two with wings. This is a good roll. This ignores... Oh, this is amazing. I think this ignores their shimmering health point and also skips their summon. Because it just removes the opponent. It eliminates them without doing damage to them, technically. So they don't proc those things. So can I do 3 damage to you to make this work? The answer is yes, because I already have 4 damage right here if I take this. Which means you will die. I don't have to worry about blocking at all, and I can just heal my team. I'll take this just to throw on the cultist. Yeah, get out of here, slime. Good stuff. Has 200 spells, unlocks a monster? Interesting. Okay, fun fight. Alright, what do we have here? Refractive Grave, that's annoying. Actually, all of these are incredibly annoying with Refractive. Bones and Imps are things that you want to be able to one-shot with like a 4 damage attack as you get into the mid-late game. Refractive makes them really annoying. Oh, Trapper just eliminates his grave, doesn't it? That'd be clutch. This is a fight where the Sparky would have been good. With her spell that just deletes things at 4 health. Okay, what do we have here? Viscera makes a return. Viscera is a pretty sick combo with the Enchanter. Like an incredible combo, honestly. Because you just pop that. You play any of these Enchanter sides, these 3, on whoever has a Viscera, and it just does. They don't take any damage. They might even heal. And they do as much damage as their health. So this is like a 5+ damage attack most of the time. Using 2 dice. Again, shimmering makes these big attacks a lot worse. What does the dueling pistol do? Add duel to the left side, ×2 versus targets who are targeting me. That's kind of sick. I wonder how that works with the whirl. I'm guessing this, because this isn't target, it probably doesn't work on that. Unless it just does 2 damage to the one that's targeting them. Damn, Trapper getting ×2 on this would be insane as well. Pretty fitting too to give them the dueling pistol. I like that a lot. So that would basically kill anyone that's targeting them. Most of the time. The top character is the least likely to get targeted, though. Those flanking attacks are kind of rare. And cleave, and then there's the one that attacks one under the target. Those are pretty common. I like the Enchanter Viscera synergy, but this might get replaced as soon as like 3 floors from now. It'll still be good with that. It arguably gets better with the tier 3s because people have more health, potentially. Like, would I put that on the monk right now? So if I have this healing on the monk, when they play Viscera, they get +1 on top of that as well. Oh, this is interesting. I like both of these a lot. Taking Viscera. As much as I want the 8 damage, the targeting thing on the dueling pistol just makes it like pretty tough to actually get value from in a lot of situations, I think. I want something that gives me more agency to decide where my damage goes, and that doesn't quite do it. And also getting like a synergy with tier 2 heroes right now, we're about to start upgrading them to tier 3s, doesn't seem... I mean, getting power now is always important, because you need to survive now to win later. But we potentially only get value for a few rounds on that, when the Viscera could be good for the rest of the run here. I think I am going to put this on the monk. It is awkward now that when we roll that, we probably have the cultist and the monk that want the enchanter's attention, but the cultist is guaranteed to get upgrade next floor, so I don't have to worry about that for 1 floor. The Viscera in particular is pretty bad in this fight, so maybe I should have waited on that. Okay, I'm gonna try and roll for this pretty much every turn this fight. I'll take that. I think we take this. Damage all enemies. That actually doesn't even matter. Most enemies have 4 hit points and a shimmering piece, because all of our spells do at least 2 damage. No, that does matter, because I do 2 damage when they're down to this, then they're down to 1. And with bones, okay, that's pretty relevant. I'll take that early. This kills something with a burst, which I like. Maybe I just take this and ignore the grave this turn. I mean, if I kill like an imp that's summoning or something, yeah, we don't have to force the grave. Go ahead and take that and this. Who's attacking you? Wait, the monk's taking a lot of damage here. This healing only helps the cultist. I think I have to kill something that's summoning this turn. Because those bones are so annoying with shimmering. And you know what? With Barricade, I can't even target whoever I hit with this. With burst, I'd have to use cut. Which means I could only attack this bones with it. If I wanted to kill something this turn. And that bones would help our monk for 3. I want to play that different with that considered. I guess we can re-roll this. Aim for this, settle for this on the next re-roll. Okay. I guess I'm just gonna kill this bones. Now we have 2 more next turn. That's brutal. And that requires us cutting someone. I guess I do this even though it only saves you 1 health. It doesn't do any. I should have re-rolled this. I forgot they had shield. I definitely should have re-rolled that. Wait, was I still allowed to? No, because I was re-rolling without it. I think the monk just blocks himself. They can't afford to block for the whirl. They barely can, but I don't think we want to. Oh, the Grave's immune to that too. Yeah, I flubbed that turn a bit, I think. We have more mana, let's do this. Oh, that only takes 1 away though. Still think that's good. We probably kill that Grave with the Whirl next turn now. This fight is looking really scary though. Another fight where our Barricade, Shimmer, and combo is pretty rough. Well, I can kill another Bones with this and cut. I'm leaning towards Burst Imp, Vulnerable Bones, Cut Bones. Which kills the Imp and the Bones. Can I burst the bones after vulnerable or hitting them with this? I can because the Grave has Mo, so that's what I do. I don't cut the bones, I burst the bones. Burst. Means I can actually do that to anyone here. This guy's doing 4 damage to the Enchantress, so that's probably a pretty good target for it regardless. Yeah, so 2 bursts. Okay. I'm gonna burst, or... Okay, I think I've got this. There's so many like order of operations things going on here that I'm thinking through these in my head faster than I'm explaining them, but I think what I'm going to end up doing is I want to kill this Bones, and then the other thing I'm looking at is the order for killing something else with Burst and Cleave, and also hitting the Grave. Cleave almost doesn't matter for a lot of these guys unless I burst them first. But I only have so much mana for burst. Do I even care about this bones? Okay, so what's nice about this bones is that it kills the imp. If I burst the imp first. So I can like burst imp, vulnerable bones, burst bones. They both die. Cleave this bones, which kills the grave. And then I'm just dealing with these three. Which really don't like my cultist. I think something like that is what we want to do. This is pretty much as good as the all cleave on you. Am I supposed to reroll this guy for this turn? That's actually a lot better than having to use a burst on one of these guys too, because I could actually kill 2 more. I think I do reroll for that actually. I was really targeting this bones with that because I thought I needed cut, but the grave has 2 damage, so they're pushed back further. One thing though, if I burst this bones, they'll be backlined as well. There's an order. We'll figure it out. There are orders to this. Okay, do I want this on the enchanter? Like I'd rather see the block side. No, the block sides don't help the monk. This is good for the monk and the cultist right now. Okay, we'll do that. Trapper, no. Okay, so we didn't get one of those, which is unfortunate. One of their other sides. That actually limits what we can do here a little bit. I think we kill the poison imp. I think this guy's going to be kind of annoying on the cultist here. Which means I burst this and cleave this guy, and that kills the grave and the imp. That's really all I can kill this turn. What if we do something like this? I could have bursted this and this. This guy goes to the back line. I can kill all 3 of these with the cleave. Which basically saves 4 damage on you and 4 damage on you, and take the poison. I think that's better actually. Hold up. Oh no, you don't die in that situation. question is would I rather have 4 damage on this monk or poison on the cultist? The monk can take the poison. This works for me. I think I blocked the enchanter. Actually, I think the enchanter survives this without taking much more damage. This fight's getting under control. Do it like this. Give the monk more block there. Okay, so that's an easy pick. Okay, this is easy with this, right? Dead, burst. These guys all have 1 hit point left. You roll for cleave, I guess. Okay, easy. Sweet. Another very tough one. Ooh. Triple Soodle. That looks rough. Alright, well, this has gone on long, so let's call it here. Still kicking here, halfway through. About to get our last tier 2. We're going to see some 2 options to upgrade our cultists here, but that'll wait for next time. So I'm going to leave this here for now. Can't wait for the next episode. Hope to see you all there. See ya.